We have just completed our first big offshore voyage from Portugal to the Canary Isles. Look at that track. After catching our breath on the desert island of La Graciosa, we begin exploring the islands by boat and make a bigger passage to the southwest to the island of Gran Canaria. That's a big one. This passage gives me a good chance to introduce to you our home-built self-steering kit, the Hebridean Wind Vane. If you want a taste of what it's like cruising these volcanic islands, stick around. Time to go and get checked in and clear through customs. We hid on La Graciosa for a couple of days and decided with the big winds that are coming we should probably make a dash today, so motor sailing our way out of the channel 2-3 miles from the anchorage into the ocean again. Poor wee engine's working hard at pushing us at like 2 or 3 knots. Crazy landscape though. We're on Mars. Looking forward to cracking off, getting the Genoa out, flattening the boat. At least the decks get a good wash. And we're sailing. Engine is off. We are scooting along downwind, making good time, aiming for the west coast of Lanzarote. Chased by a big squall, so we'll see how much wind we get. Squall's here, lots of wind, 28 knots, and a wee bit of rain. Okay, we've got a big fish on. I've seen it, it's long, it's very silver. We're doing how many?
6 knots.
6 knots. 7 knots downwind in about 27 knots of wind. Oh. Do seem to be making a little bit of ground on it though, which is exciting. Oh, he's turned. Oh, it's off! No! We made our way in off the open sea to the big port of Arrecife on Lanzarote, still with lots of wind heading down the channel. It's always nerve-wracking heading down into a dead end of a marina, having never seen the berth before, but a wise man once told us to only ever go as fast as you want to hit something. Successful check-in today at the port customs, well, the port police station. Got the passport stamped into Schengen, and now we've got some time to kill. So we're going to go to Gran Canaria, where there's lots of sport climbing, lots of anchorages to hang out in, lots of beaches to have some beach fires and cook some fish over, which I am buzzing for. I cannot wait.
We're gonna go explore some volcanoes. I'm excited. By bus, which is cool. public transport, please.
Sí. Muy bien, mate.
And
Vale.
do some jobs on the boat. Yeah, it's super
We're
cool.
checked into the Lanzarote Marina in Arrecife, which is it's not every day or every month that we do that, but every now and then it's nice to stop by, have a wee spa session for the boat.
Feeling
So we tie up,
fancy.
you get access to showers, laundry, the city,
Only 13 euros.
and it's 13 euros a night for our boat.
Like in pounds, it's gonna be like 11.
So super cheap, so we can justify taking a bit of time and doing some boat jobs, doing some epoxying, fixing some stuff from the last storm that we had a few months back, and do some exploring, and then it's back off to sea to Gran Canaria. Sunset vibes again behind us. I'm intrigued though to finally have a mic cover for the GoPro. See what this audio turns out like. Quite surreal to be traversing our way across a lava flow. Hot molten balls of lava and lava flow as far as you can see all around us, in between these mad volcanoes. Erupted in 1730 for like 6 years and changed the way the island worked. You got all these cool lichen deposits that depend on the trade winds for the moisture and form a little tiny base layer of biodiversity.
Wow, look at this map. It's super fierce.
Not quite the place to trip over in your shorts.
So cool. Look at the bubbles.
Feels like we're walking in the middle of the desert. Another good chance to test the microphone. Proper windy here. So we lifted the hook this morning after coffee and we say bye to Lanzarote after our crossing down from Portugal. A few anchorages, stop in Arrecife Marina. We did some boat jobs, some modifications to the solar arch, so now we can use the wind vane. Fixed the dinghy up. There's some fresh holes, we're leaking the floor. We're about 2 miles out of the harbour and it's already time to put the spinnaker up. See if we can keep the boat moving. It's super warm. Looking good for a nice 95-mile run down to Gran Canaria. Discover green anchorages and climbing. Mally's making fantastic speeds over ground, south-southwest, head for Gran Canaria. Got about 60 miles left to the new island, the new destination, which will appear on our horizon probably, well, it's going to be dark soon, but we would see it soon, I think. Big mountainous island somewhere on this horizon. There's about 20 knots of breeze today, northeast trade winds, and we're just cracking along. It's quite easy sailing, to be honest. Mally's shouldering all this weather, no issues. The Hebridean Wind Vane steering us all the way. We're averaging, well, 6.5 knots. We're quite frequently doing 7. That's so good. No fish today. Trawling the same lures we were catching fish on the other day, but nobody's told them. They haven't turned up yet. Oh, big set going through. That's a big one. So I'll just show you our pole setup again. So the pole, which we use to pull out the clew of the genoa and the sheet of the sail to windward. The wind's coming from this way, and that helps us just stay on course, dead downwind. So we have the sheet as a sort of aft control line, and we have this line here, which goes to the end of the pole. That's our downhaul, and that goes aft to the cockpit, which we can crank down with a winch. And then our staysail halyard acts as the uphaul. That goes all the way up to the top of the mast. So we have basically 3 points of contact. So solid. Small genoa and 20 knots of wind, and a single reef in the main. Which is on a preventer to stop any accidental jibes. But it's really simple. It's not big technical stuff with lots of expensive equipment. It's just a pole that we were given actually by Phil. Big ups Phil from Dunstafnage. And just a block here. So this block can go on either side when we jibe. We extended it up there just to get over the winch, the hatch, sorry. And that's it. And it works so well. Easy to deploy single-handed, on watch, really easy to jibe. And here's a wee tour of our beloved Hebridean Wind Vane, which is taking a bit of fine tuning. Oi! Whoa! Taking a bit of fine tuning over the last couple of months, but knock on wood, feels like we're getting to grips with her. So essentially what we've got is a remote steering control unit here, a worm gear and a cog in which the whole vane can rotate and change course using this endless or continuous control line. Counterweight to balance the action of the vane. Carbon fibre rod push rod which acts on the main pendulum here, and the whole trunk pivots and swings in the water column. The pendulum, this piece, is shaped like a foil, so it generates lift and thrust or power, which is transferred to these control lines through the outrigger, through a block, crosses over to another block, and then steers the tiller. Just a simple pendulum servo wind vane self-steering designed by the late John Fleming, Scottish inventor. And we built the kit winter of 2022. Just oak, epoxy and stainless steel, minus a few machined bits of Delrin for the worm gear. So hopefully we can fix it anywhere in the world. Super cool. Alright, hands free. No power input, it's purely mechanical. We made a 1:1 scale drawing alongside the very thorough handwritten plans. We were able to piece together the kit with some basic geometry skills and hand tools. It really is very satisfying to have a mechanical unit like this steer the boat, no energy input at all. And when you're cracking along nicely, you get this wonderful feedback from the wind vane all the way through the system to the pendulum flowing through the water. I'll leave some links in the description for anyone interested in the Hebridean Wind Vane. Otherwise, any questions, feel free to drop to the comments. At these latitudes, sunset is at 6 PM or about 10 past. So we very quickly slot into a watch routine. I'm taking the first watch whilst Solène makes a nice Chinese meal. Well, I say standing watch, there's not really much to do. The Hebridean Wind Vane's doing all the steering. We're still goose winged or wing on wing, making really good speeds towards Gran Canaria. We've got about 21 up to 24 knots of wind, so we're probably going to have to slow the boat down at some point so we don't arrive during the dark. Jupiter is enormous still. Very cool.
I think the rides were like 5 people. I'm a bit hungry.
Solène, what do you say about trade winds?
They are reliant and consistent, which I like.
Yeah.
And strong enough. It's like the right amount is so good.
Fast passage making.
Fast.
Yeah, fast passage making. Bloody hell, we're averaging over 6 knots.
Yeah. So good.
It's crazy. Sunrise after 20 hours of sailing, and we've got the anchor down in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. Super nice, big deep anchorage, all the boats doing the arc. We're Anchored behind a big 35-metre jobber. And everybody's sound asleep, as we should be. Really good passage though. We did 5 knot average over 100 miles. It was pretty good, all steered by the wind vane, the wee Hebridean. So it's either a strong injection of caffeine or 3 hours sleep. I choose sleep. Thanks for watching this episode. I do hope we've inspired some home-built wind vanes to be launched sometime soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you do feel like supporting the channel, you can head to our Patreon link here. See you on the next one.